So the elements of single stick sparring. In Sport Art Nice, we have each individual who has a colored stick, or color sticks, which is a blue one or a red one. In this single stick match, what the main purpose is the individual to have one strike against the opponent and having that strike be a lethal blow, and then awarding them that point from all the judges. There are 3 judges that's in the ring: the center judge, the corner judge on each side. Now, the fundamentals of the single stick sparring essentially is both individuals will be starting at the center of the ring with their sticks in front of them. Now, the object of this sparring is essentially the target points are the head and the body, nothing below to the from the waist below. Also too is the groin is not a target, neither is a thrusting into the chest. That is important because we do not want to have anyone get punctured during this match. Now, the next one is essentially when they do start sparring. Before they start sparring, we go into a salute. So everyone bows into each other, bows into me, bows into each other. From this point, we want to make sure that both individuals are focusing on their speed and their footwork. So as you'll notice, as they start to progress in this match, they're going to start moving around the ring. It is important that you'll see that for individuals who have that footwork, they're going to have a lot of speed behind that technique. So you'll notice that these individuals are going to start sparring, and in their sparring, their main focus is targeting the head or the chest. So go ahead, you guys. Break. Good. Now, as you notice there, is that the red opponent was utilizing his skill either with his footwork or his range. And as you can see, that when the person starts to come towards him, his movements start to go and adapt to that individual, either going to a forward motion or a backward motion, and using that backward strike. So unfortunately for the individual he's sparring against, he now has to realize what the opponent is like. Is he going to be a speed fighter? Is he going to be a guy who's on offense? Is he a guy that's going to be on defense? So again, that is the major things that people want to look at when they do start sparring. So I'm going to try and do it one more time. Again, single stick sparring. The next point. Here we go, guys. Ready? And go. Good, and break. Beautiful. So as you can see, a lot of individuals like to come in with different types of tactics, but the most important thing is for you to realize that the point is only going to be given if the technique is proper and is precise. We don't give techniques to individuals who just like to go and throw their sticks around. We want to make sure that every strike is clear and is noticeable for all the judges to see.
3, 2, front.
Double sticks. Double sticks, again, is a very crucial part to this tournament. Not only do we want to focus on just one hand, we want to focus on using 2 hands as weapons, for weapons. So essentially, this segment here is using the double sticks in the next division. So as you want to go and see, as you notice, is that people or the individuals, the opponents, they have 2 sticks in their hand on the left and the right. The main purpose on this one is to either score with either left or right hand. Now the object of this one is to really just use their left hand or right hand as a blocking hand and then countering with the right hand. Now it's up to you. You can do that way, or you can even strike with a 1 or the 2 without any blocks. Depending on how the fighter is, you can use your speed. But again, also we want to focus on is the technique and the footwork as well. Straight, Bogai, each other. Ready? Handa and Laban. Break. Good. As you notice here is that the individual was able to go and strike with the number 1, and then follow up with the number 2. So essentially, as they can start doing that, again, what we want to focus on is really just kind of getting in there first, and then next thing is blocking with that right hand or left hand, and then continuing on with the other stick. We don't want to just keep flinging their sticks. We want to make sure everything is clear. So we're going to do it one more time. Here we go, guys. Ready? Handa, Laban. Good, break. Now, like you can see, we're always focusing on what the individual is going to be doing. Is he going to be a guy who's really going to be on offense? Is he going to be a quick guy who's going to be throwing a stick faster than you? Or is he going to be a guy who's going to be on a defense where he's going to be backing up most of the time? Is he a guy who's going to be using his footwork where he's going to be going left or right? That's something you got to realize, is that when you're doing a sports, when you're fighting with Sport Arnis, we want to make sure that we always understand what the person is going to be doing. We don't want to just keep flinging sticks left and right, left and right. We want to strategize on how we want to compete and how we want to go and defeat this person or your opponent. Okay, so we're going to do it one more time. One more time. Essentially, again, we want to focus on different strategies, either feinting, either footwork, or anything like that. And we're going to try and get that next point. Here we go, guys. Ready? Handa and laban. Good, and break. Now, as you notice, the blue individual, he feinted down low, and the other person reacted, and then the blue person came back and countered with his other stick. That is important because a lot of people like to come in just to go and blitz right through. We don't want to do that. In real life, you're going to get hit. Okay, we want to make sure we can strategize and have ways to go and utilize our different movements, either by feinting or with footwork. So we're going to try. We're going to bow out to this one. Okay, straight, handa, pugai. Good job. Okay, our next segment is the knife sparring. Knife sparring, again, is a very short weapon that we like to go and use against or in this tournament. We want to make sure that our footwork and our speed is really heavily involved in this next portion. So as you notice, is that the two fighters are going to have one knife only. And the main purpose is to really just go in there and strike the body or strike the head, the same target points as we did in the single and double stick. So as you notice, your range is very important. We want to be closer. We want to be able to go and use our quickness to get that point against that other opponent. So I'm going to show you guys what knife sparring is all about. Here we go. Straight. Pugai. Good. Each other. Pugai. Ready. And laban. Keep going. Break. Good. Now, you'll notice that each point is going to be looked at from the judges, but essentially, if you hear that sound, then you know that that point is going to be coming from either one of those people, the competitors. So essentially, when that sound happens, that person is going to be awarded that point. So again, I'm going to show you one more time what the single knife fighting is going to be about. Here we go. Hands ready, and laban. Break. Good job. Good. So as you notice on that last exchange, each competitor was able to go and utilize his defense and see how fast that individual is going to be. One person was standing back waiting for the individual to come through, and the other person thrusted his dagger in front of him, trying to get that point. As you notice, speed is a key, and also defense is a key too. If he's able to time that properly, he was able to get that point, but unfortunately, speed got the best of him. So I'm going to show you one more time and get that third exchange. Here we go, guys. Ready? And laban. Break. Good. Awesome. So that last exchange, essentially what I want to focus on too is timing. And even just if you're a bigger guy, use that reach. The reach is important as well. If you can utilize that reach with that timing, that's even better. But again, you're going to be fighting against a lot of smaller guys who has a lot of speed. So make sure that you understand timing is good, speed is important as well. But if you can get both of them together, then it's game on. You have the best of both worlds. So again, this is knife sparring. This is what it's going to be like in the tournament. We're going to make sure that each point is going to be clear so the judges can see it, and it's going to be, the techniques are flawless so that each person knows exactly what the point is going to be all about. So my name is Lawrence Macrig, and I've been actually doing sports journals for the last about 15 years now. I've been competing in it all over Canada, United States, and I've been seeing and visiting a lot of people, a lot of clubs out there, and I love the sport. I love competing, even at an older age. I like to go and see everyone and see the skills that people have around the world, and I love to go and just compete at a high level. So I've been doing martial arts for about 30 years altogether, not just the FMA, but also in the sports martial arts as well. And sport karate was my main focus. And so I basically wanted to go and see what was out there other than the sport karate aspect of things. And that's kind of what led me to the FMA side of things. And I wanted to go and see, what can we do? How can we fuse the FMA and the sport karate together? So what everyone's going to be noticing and see, and hopefully I would like you guys to come out to it, is to really see what FMA is from a sport aspect. I want you to really notice is that, this is a very fast-paced sparring match. Well, it's a 2-minute sparring match that everyone's going to go and endure. And in these sparring matches, you're going to be noticing that there's going to be a lot of striking. There's going to be a lot of movement. There's going to be a lot of footwork that's involved. And that's what I want you guys to understand, is that we want to really focus and really and describe what sports art nice and what even FMA and sparring with a stick or knife is all about. And also too is that we are going to be doing some continuous sparring as well. So this continuous sparring is just, if you think that point sparring, okay, this is going to do this or that, but imagine we actually are going to be doing some continuous sparring where there's going to be 2 minutes of individual just sparring one-on-one and essentially trying to go and see if they can get the most points from the judges, and essentially it's going to be more of a 10-9 kind of scoring platform. And again, we're going to go and see what the skills are all about. Whether you're with Estrissimo, Dosi Pares, with Balintawak, with Mata Arnis, everyone's going to come together and really just have a friendly competition. At the end of the day, we want to shake hands. We want to meet people around the world. We want to share our knowledge, and we just want to have fun while we're at it. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. And I really hope that you can really just look at this Sports Art Nice as a different platform for FMA. This competition is going to be held this year on October the 5th and 6th in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I hope that you guys can come join us, because it's going to be a fun competition where there's going to be competitors from all over Canada, all over the United States, and we have people from Mexico and even overseas from West Africa. And if you guys want to continue it, just please message me at any time or call me. My message or my email is macmartialarts@shaw.ca, or you can reach me at macmartialarts.ca. So if you guys want to come down or come up and really just be part of this experience, you're more welcome to come out and talk to me about it, and I can tell you more about what the FMA tournament's all about.